Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and the Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. Now on this episode of Food and the Single Guy, I am going to show you how to make tomtom, also known as tomtom, which we in my native country, the Republic of Suriname, eat with our peanut soup, also known as pindabravo. Now in 2012, I believe it was, I uploaded that video, AMARU's pindabravo, and I promised that I would show you how to make the dumplings. I never got around to showing you how to make those dumplings until one of my viewers, Ahilia Wells from the homeland, asked me to show you how to make these dumplings. So finally, I am here to show you how to make these dumplings. All you will need are some green plantains and a couple of ripe plantains and you're good to go. Now as per me, I will list all the ingredients in the information box below the video for your convenience. Ahilia, I want to thank you so much for your request. And without further ado, let us continue. Okay, you guys, so what I have here are my plantains, and I'm gonna need you to use some plantains and not some bananas, because if you use bananas, your dumplings are not gonna come out the way they should. So make sure to use some plantains. All right, I'm using 2 green plantains and 1 ripe plantain, and the reason I do that is because the ripe plantain will add some body and texture to your dumplings. The green plantains, when you boil them, they are very hard. So the ripe plantain, which is a little softer, will add a little body and a little texture to your dumplings, okay? If you only use the green plantains, you're not going to enjoy your food, and that is not what you want. So next, what I'm going to do, I am going to remove the ends of the plantain and the tops, just like so. And next, what I'm going to do, I am simply going to cut the plantains in 2. Okay, so next what we're going to do, we're going to boil the plantains, and they should be ready within 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, I never remove the skin of the plantains. The skin contains a lot of nutrients, so let us take this pot to the stove. And I almost forgot to tell you, you guys, before boiling the plantains, make sure to make a little cut into the skin of the plantain, alright? As soon as the plantains are ready, the skin will come undone, and that is your cue. That is when you know that the plantains are good to go. Alright, you guys, so it's been about 25 minutes. I allowed the plantains to cook a little longer because the skin of these plantains is rather thick. Okay, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the heat, I'm going to drain the water, then I'm going to remove the skin, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Oh, they're steaming away nicely, but we have to remove the skin because we're not going to use the skin. And of course, I think that I'm the $6 million man and that I have heat-proof hands. This is some hot stuff. There we go. And do you see how easily the skin comes off? That means your plantains are well cooked. There we go. So next what we're going to do, we're going to make some mashed plantains, baby. And you want to make sure to mash the plantains while they're still hot. Alright? Okay, you guys. So what I have here is my potato masher and a bowl with a little bit of water. And the reason we have the water on hand is because while you're mashing the plantains, you want to dip the masher into the water to add some moisture to the mashed plantain. Okay? So let me go ahead and do that and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, you guys, so the plantains are all mashed, and feel free to add a little bit of water while mashing the plantains because you want to end up with mashed plantains with a rather moist consistency. It shouldn't be dry or crummy, okay? So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to wet my hands, and with my wet hands, I am now going to take parts of the plantain mash, and I'm going to turn them into nice little balls just like so. There we go. Don't they look gorgeous? Oh, but they do. Now, generally speaking, people would have these dumplings with their freshly cooked peanut soup. But if you're not ready to consume these immediately, the best way to keep these from drying out is to cover them with a wet kitchen towel so you can enjoy them later. Now, let me give you a couple of tips here, you guys, because a lot of people mash their plantain into a puree. I like my plantain to have some kind of body, a little bit of texture, so I'm not mashing it into a puree. I like to have little chunks in it. But if you want to mash your plantain into a puree, go right ahead and do so, okay? Now, I've seen some people add onions and garlic and all kinds of herbs and spices to these dumplings. That is not the authentic way of making these dumplings. Okay? I don't care what anybody tells you. Now, last step, you will also need to add a little bit of water as you're mashing the plantains because that adds moisture to your dumplings. If you don't add a little bit of water, your dumplings are going to be very, very hard, and that is not what you want. Okay? All right. Now, once again, Ahilia Wells, I want to thank you for your request. All of you, thank you for watching. If you decide to try these dumplings, let me know how they turned out because I'm always interested in hearing from you. In the meantime, do be well, take care, happy cooking, happy eating. Don't add crazy to the craziness, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.